After having put thousands of hours into maxing not only a normal Ironman account, but also a hardcore Ironman account, I set myself a goal to be the first person in Runescape to max all 3 Ironman game modes. I'm now attempting to tackle one of old school's most difficult challenges, maxing an Ultimate Ironman. This is my road to maxing every Ironman mode. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 72 of the Ultimate Ironman series. I'm not entirely sure when you guys are going to be seeing this since Group Ironman is coming out, but I'm going to be continuing where I left off at. I finished using all of the herbs I had into herb lore and I got up to level 97. First thing I'm going to do here is build the teleport space for the spirit tree in my house. I'm going to need this when I do Prifteaks for 99 construction. Okay, so the next thing I want to do on this account is go ahead and get myself to 99 magic. It's super unfortunate that I didn't get 99 from when I did Slayer, but I started doing mage tasks pretty late. I was hoping over time I'd get a lot more XP from just teleporting around the game, but I'm still pretty far off. Also, another thing that's going to really suck about this is I want to do the MM2 tunnels on the monkeys there. It's like 200, 250k XP per hour. I don't have an ancient staff anymore, and I don't have a wand, so I can't auto cast any of the spells on the ancient spellbook. So what I have to do is literally just click back and forth between the spell and do it manually. It's gonna suck, but it's like sitting in one spot clicking back and forth, so I just have to deal with it. So I need to gear myself up for this. I have no idea how many runes I'm gonna need. I don't know how many runes I'm gonna use per hour, so I'm just gonna start off and buy 2,000 cast worth and get an idea of how much XP I'm getting per cast, so I know how much I'm going to be using. Hopefully I saved enough GP for this too. I have like 14 mil to spend on this, but I am going to gear myself up for this, figure out how I want to do my inventory, and I'll see you guys back when I am ready to head over to the tunnels. Get everything set up to the best of my ability that I could think of. I still have some extra stuff left in my inventory. That's just because my looting bag's full. But this is what I'm going to be taking. Some of you guys might be confused looking at my gear. So these MM2 monkeys, they actually don't have any magic defense, so it doesn't really matter if I have negative magic bonus or anything, because I'm still going to be hitting the same thing on them. The only thing that makes a difference is this right here, the magic damage, and you get that from things like the occult necklace. Like you'll see if I put that back on, this goes up. The attack bonus magic damage doesn't actually matter, so what I decided to do is stack up as much prayer bonus as I possibly could. As you see, my prayer is plus 31. The reason I don't have gloves or boots is because I don't have anything that gives me prayer bonus in either of these slots. So this whole setup I have right here, I'd be hitting the same thing if I were to wear like arums or something. And I have the fire making cape because you need a light source down here, and that just saves me an inventory slot. So yeah, this is the gear setup. So for something like this with me using manual casts, I'm not really going to stack them up too much. I'll do it a little bit, but if it was something like throwing chins, I'd be constantly going back and forth between every single hit. But since I'm not doing a ton of damage here, like a lot of these will stay alive longer, so yeah, I'm just going to be manual casting here. There's really nothing much to it. It's super, super easy. The only thing you really have to do here is pay attention to your prayer, and you have to reset their aggro, which isn't too hard either. You just have to run down the tunnel. Coming up on an hour of doing this, I also need to switch worlds, as this is insanely laggy. I just hadn't wanted to mess the counter up. I'll show that to you guys on screen right now. So I've gained pretty close to 220k. This is around what I was expecting to get here too. The whole manual casting thing as well, I thought it was going to be really annoying, but honestly, it's not too bad. Like, it's a lot of clicking, but it's just so simple to do that it's not that big a deal. With the prey pots as well, I end up using 1 dose of prey pot literally every 3 minutes, so I don't have to worry too much about that. And these actually drop prey pot 1 doses as well. You can see them right here. So it's pretty much to the point where I don't need a bank. I can just sit here the entire time. The only thing I'm gonna need to go get more of is the runes once I run out of those. But yeah, I'm gonna continue doing this, and I'll see you guys back once my runes are out to give you an idea of how many I'm gonna need to get to 99. 422,000 XP gained, and I have some numbers to share with you guys. So I got on average 105 XP per death rune that I used. That means I'm gonna need 17,100 more death runes to get myself from 97 to 99. And the total cost of all the runes I need to buy, it's only going to be 7 mil. I said before that I had like 13 or 14 mil saved for this. Well over average from that. I'm going to have a lot of GP left over. But yeah, I need to go through the store now and buy 17,000 death runes. Shouldn't take too long, even with no death rune packs. It'll probably only take me like 30 or 40 minutes to buy all the runes. That's all of the runes bought. Now nothing left to do except for head back over there, and I'll see you guys once again once I reach level 98 magic. So you guys can see in my chat box there, I did get level 98. For some reason, my clip decided to corrupt, and I didn't actually get the level up message. 1.2 million more XP to go until 99. With the XP rates here, that's going to be between like 5 and 6 hours. Like I was saying before, I was really dreading having to do this. I thought it'd be really annoying to have to manual cast all of these. Yeah, the whole thing really wasn't too bad. There's level 99 mage, only 3 left to go now on the account, being herblore, construction, and woodcutting. Need to go ahead and run out of here so I can teleport, but now that that's all done, I really only have 3 things left to do on the account. I have to do 4 quests, which is going to be the next thing I'm doing. After that, I need to do the construction grind and then finish out woodcutting from the extra XP I have left. And actually 4, and then I have to do herbivore for the remaining herb XP. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be starting off doing these quests. I need to start off with the Making History quest. It's also going to be the first time I'm using the Quest Helper plugin on RuneLite. A lot of people are saying it's super OP, and it makes doing these quests a lot easier, so I guess we'll see how it goes. Well, there's Making History completed, and yeah, I can say pretty confidently that doing quests with this helper is pretty crazy. Now that that one's done, the next quest I need to do is Morning's End Part 1. Morning's End Part 1 completed, 2 left to go. The only thing with Morning's End Part 2 is that I'm going to have to take a break towards the end of the quest because I still need to get a Death Talisman. So I'm going to have to go and die to a Spory again just to get my whip out of my looting bag. But for the most part, I'm going to need like prayer boosting gear for this anyway, so I'm just going to keep my inventory I have now until I reach the end of the quest, and then I'm going to go for that. At the part of the quest where I need to go back and get my Death Talisman, so I'm going to go die to a Spory, take my whip out, and get ready to kill some Dark Beasts. Okay, this is a really random jump, but I was reading my comments in my last video, and they told me that I could trade in my spirit seeds for a bunch of farming contracts for like these seed packs. I didn't know that you could do this, and I thought I had dropped my spirit seeds, but apparently I still had them on me. So I went ahead and traded all of these in. I actually don't even know how I'm going to open these now because I have no inventory space. All right, I managed to figure out how to do this with my inventory. The seeds you get from exchanging these are kind of crazy. It's like actually really, really high level seeds. I've gotten a lot of use. A lot of palm tree seeds and stuff like that. So I'm happy I kept these. 44 more irits out of that, and I also got like 60 more of the really good seeds, so that was definitely worth doing. You guys are probably expecting a Dark Beast clip here. I did those for about an hour, and then I realized that even though it's a pain to collect these 50 items, I'd be able to do it a lot faster than like relying on RNG. I could definitely get all the items within like 30 to 40 minutes. So yeah, I wasted an hour at Dark Beast and just decided to do the list instead. There's Morning's End Part 2 completed, only one more quest to go, and that is going to be Song of the Elves. I've never done it before, but by looking at the guide, it's going to be really long. I mentioned this earlier on that the Quest Helper plugin was kind of crazy, but I didn't expect it to literally show me lines on the map of where I have to go. This is kind of crazy. And here we go with the light puzzle. So now I'm at the point in the quest right before the final fight. I went in, redid like my entire inventory and everything. I got out all of my best magic equipment I could possibly get. And what's also really nice here is since I have a magic cape now, I can just use the magic cape to switch to the ancient spellbook. So I can use Ice Burst here, and then I can just switch it back when I need to run around the game again. So just having the magic cape for this is really nice as well. So there's that guy dead, and now I need to teleport out and re-gear myself for the final fight. There it is, the end of the fight. I still ended with a decent amount of bruise as well. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the first time I tried that fight, I did end up dying. For some reason, I misunderstood like the mechanics since this was my first time doing it. And yeah, I ended up dying, getting back here, and redoing my whole looting bag. Everything was not fun. I'm glad that's over with because this whole quest took me like 3.5 hours, and definitely happy I don't ever have to do this again on an ultimate. There it is, the official quest completed. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so happy this is over with. The next thing I'm going to be doing is Mahogany Homes. I don't know the full guide to this. I've never done it before. I've seen a few things on it, so I'm going to have to go look around and have an idea of what I'm doing before I show you guys. As you guys can see from my chat box, I've tested 3 of these contracts just to get an idea of how this works. So pretty much I'm going to go into the rewards right here. I need to get, before anything, I need to get a plank sack, and that's going to be 350 points. As you see, I also get 4 points per task, so I think usually this is pretty quick to get, but once I get it, I'll be able to use double the inventory. Like, I'll have half the trips going up to the sawmill and having to cut all the time. So that's what I'm going to be working towards first. Another thing is with these steel bars, they're really annoying on an Ultimate Ironman since you need a lot of these to build a lot of the spaces. So what I'm doing right now is I have a bunch of steel bars made in Blast Furnace, and I'm bringing 5 with me at a time. And anytime I need more, I'm just heading up to the Blast Furnace to take more of those out. Once I get the plank sack, I can buy these supply crates here, and these have a chance, it's like a 1 in 6 chance to give noted steel bars. So once I get those as well, I'll have a bunch of noted steel bars in my inventory. And both of these two things, that's when I'll probably start testing XP rates. But until then, I'm just going to be doing this a slow way. So starting off here, you go to this person, get a new contract, and it looks like this one's going to take me to Falador. I need to get more planks first, so what I'm going to be doing is teleporting to my house, and then from here, I'm going to be using my spirit tree to take me up to Prif, and then I'll show you guys on the map right here. I run all the way over to these trees right here. There's 3 teak trees here, and once you finish cutting these, you can use the sawmill that's literally right next to it. That's basically the reason I did so, is just for this one spot up here. So like I said, once I have an inventory cut, all I have to do is click on this guy right here, buy planks, and then hit my 3 key, and it makes them all into teak planks. Then you just basically go and do the contract. All of them are really simple. You're just building people's houses. So you get XP both from building stuff in the house, and when you complete the contract, you get like a huge bonus from it. Which I'll show you guys in a second after this last one. So you talk to this guy and you'll see that I get a 2,200 XP drop, and that's essentially it. You can also say you want a cup of tea and it'll boost your run energy back up to 100. So I'm just going to continue doing this until I have enough points for a plank sack, and I'll see you guys back then. 284,000 XP gained, and I'm also 16k away from my first construction level, but the reason I'm talking to you guys right now is because I have enough points to buy the plank sack. This allows you to store 28 total planks. Still not quite going to start doing XP rate testing since I want to get noted steel bars first, but I can tell you guys that without the plank sack, I am still getting about 80k XP per hour, so hopefully I'll get 90 to 95k once I have everything ready to go. Alright, I have 130 points now. I'm going to buy some of these supply crates, and really hoping that I get a stack of steel bars out of them. Let's see. You can also get like noted stuff from it, like noted teak planks and noted mahogany planks. Nice. There's some steel bars. There's 2 steel bars. So that's really nice. These 48 steel bars, I don't even think I've used 48 steel bars in all 400k XP. So even just with these, I'm kind of like fully set. Now that I have my plank sack and also my noted steel bars, I want to test a full hour of trying as hard as I can to get the most XP in a single hour that I can. So I'll see you guys back in an hour to let you know the XP rates here. Since this method is really RNG heavy, depending on like which people you go to, because some of them take a lot longer to get to than others, I decided to do this for 2 hours instead of 1, so you guys can see on the screen right now the XP rates that I got over 2 hours. It was 92k. I'm expecting this to average out around 90k over a long period of time. It's really good. It's a lot of XP per hour. I'd be able to get a little bit more if I had like a Xerix talisman in my house, just teleporting to my house and running up here, so that takes a little bit more time. But for the most part, I'm going to be ending the video here. This is what my stats are looking like right now. I don't entirely know if I'm going to be doing one more episode to max. Like the next episode could be the final one, or if I'll end up doing 2, but I don't see it being more than 2, and the next episode probably won't come out for over another month because I'm going to be way too busy with group Ironman, and I have a ton left to do on this account anyway. Thank you guys so much all the way up until this point as well for supporting me through not just this series but my Ironman and my hardcore Ironman, since it's been like tied together, all 3 of these with the whole series. Thank you guys so much for that. I hope you're looking forward to group Ironman, and I'm also excited that I was able to release this video before group Ironman because I said in the last one that I wouldn't be able to post another one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys on the 6th for the group Ironman videos.